Oh, she came to my room and I said, yo, hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Games today, and only today listen, everybody, I'm not fucking around anymore, okay? I'm not that guy, all right, okay? I've evolved. I've become a better person, okay? Because today we are here to talk about Mario. That's right, today is Mario Day, March 10th. Again, I don't know who declared this day. I don't know who started this trend, but Nintendo started to acknowledge it a long time ago, and it's just become a part of Mario history. You know, it's funny. Mario has like I feel like Mario Day is celebrated more than like the anniversary of, you know, Mario 1 when the original game came out. So I think like having Mario Day like March 10th MAR10 is really cool, because, you know, it's just an excuse, you know, for Nintendo to promote stuff. We just got the announcement actually that the Universal Studio Mario place got delayed from fall 2022 to early 2023. We just got that notification on the internet. We're also getting the Mario movie this year. People thought maybe a trailer would come out today. Maybe it still will. Who knows? I feel like it's not going to for now. But yeah, no, so we've had a few Mario little tidbits. There's some sales going on. There's the Lego Mario set with the Cursed Peach that's out there. You don't need to see. You don't just don't search. You're gonna be okay if you don't search. But you know what's even worse, bro? Look at this. Look how fucking terrifying this is. Is this not the spawn of Satan? Is this not like the worst thing you would ever, or like, if I woke up dead ass at night and I saw this on my bed, I think it's over. Like, I genuinely would be like, it's over. I had a great life, man. I'll take my losses for now. But yeah, we're here to talk about Mario. Listen, Mario, as you all know, is my boy. That's my guy. I love him with my life. You know, him, and for me, Mario and Sonic have always gone hand in hand. You know, they're just the two franchises that mean the absolute world to me, just because I grew up on them and I love them. And I feel like, you know, it's always that thing of I'll always prefer Sonic's style, you know, and the music and just everything around it. But when you talk about the games, like, just Mario to me just knocks it 10 times out of the park. And I think it's because whether it's the consistency between the spin-offs and the mainline games and everything, Mario is just it is way much more of Nintendo's biggest priority. It's much more of, like, you know, a franchise that's branched out so much and gotten so many fans in the different styles of Mario, and it just means the world to me. Now, I remember growing up, I think my first Mario game was Mario Land on the Game Boy. And that shit, I remember just being in love with that, you know. And then my uncle, I remember he showed me Mario 3. And then I remember a lot of my, I think I played Mario 64, but I remember I didn't have an N64. I used to go to this, my mom used to like go to the mall shopping, but in the mall, there was like a little play center for kids, and they had an N64. And I remember just like, I would have a specific save file on that for some reason that no one touched. And that's how I played through Mario 64, which is a really funny memory. But that was like how I played through that game. And just Mario 64, I remember at the time just like blowing my mind, you know, going to Bob-omb Battlefield, going to the Bowser level, like the lava one. I really love that level. Thwomp's Fortress is really good, or Whomp's Fortress, one of those two. And obviously the snow level. It's just Mario 64, I really remember blowing my mind. And honestly, to this day, I know a lot of people nowadays sort of look back at Mario 64 less fondly, you know, because of the camera stuff. But it's just, I know, I grew up with it, so I have a bit more nostalgia for it, and I still love it a lot. China 100% is where it can be a bit of a bitch, but if you're just casually playing through Mario 64, you will have a good ass time. Yeah, and that's sort of how it began. I mean, with Mario, I always feel like there's just always something to enjoy. Like, for example, I'll never forget Mario Party. Like, Mario Party is its own sub. Like, I feel like every Mario series has its own subset of memories with me, you know, whether it's the RPGs. Like, the RPGs were things that, you know, I loved Paper Mario growing up. I remember like Thousand Year Door blowing my mind. I remember playing Paper Mario 64. That shit was incredible. I remember, you know, back in the day, I would play Super Paper Mario with my cousin that used to come over, and I'd play through the game, and then I used to watch him play a save of the game on my console because he had never played it, and that meant a lot to me. And then you have, you know, the Mario and Luigi franchise, which, you know, because they were handheld, they were just a very personal experience to me. And I remember, dude, there's this one memory, because I played them all. I played Superstar Saga, I played the Bowser and Tetsuo, others, but what's called, I remember specifically, it was Partners in Time, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. I remember I couldn't beat that game because there's a section lane in the game where you have to scratch off this map. It's a very simple thing, but because the corners of my DS were so scratched up, I literally was not able to get past this part in the game. So it was like an awful situation for me in that sense. But either way, I loved that game. And then I really loved Dream Team on 3DS and a bunch of other ones. And then obviously like Mario Kart. I mean, Mario Kart, the endless memories, dude. I used to play Mario Kart with my family. I remember back in the day, a lot of hotels would have N64s. That's not still a thing, but I remember hotels used to just have N64s with Mario Kart 64 specific, and I remember playing it there for some reason. Obviously, Double Dash. That's by that point I have a GameCube. Dude, Double Dash, whether it was my friends over or I used to go to camp. I used to go to the summer camp. I'm just sharing stories and shit. I used to go to the summer camp where after hours, you know, because you know some parents work until like 5, 6. My mom used to work till 5, 6, so they would have like an area you'd go to, like, you know, 3:30, 4 o'clock, where you just play any game you want. It was just this cool gaming room where you could like use any disc, and we'd play so much Double Dash, whether it was battle mode or it was regular races, like just battle mode and just all that stuff. Double Dash meant a lot to me. And then fuck, growing up with Mario Kart Wii with the wheel, I'll never forget again. It was my dad's second wife, you know, after my mom, you know, divorced, all that stuff. He had a different wife. She bought me Mario Kart Wii. I remember we went back to my dad's place, and I remember I was losing my mind putting in the wheel, like, oh my god, it's like I'm really driving, and it felt mind-blowing to me. And Mario Kart as well is just an important series to me. And I remember Mario Kart on the GBA. That game is fucking dick, by the way. Oh my god, the GBA Mario Kart ages like ass. It's really bad. But it is still, you know, just Mario Kart is a series, you know, whether it was Wii, then it was it was Mario Kart 8. I mean, you look at Mario Kart 8 to this day, we're still playing it, man. That game is peak fiction. It's a banger video game, bro. There's a reason it's lasted this long, and I can't wait 8 more days till we get new content in there. I'll take it, because the mechanics of that game are so perfect. It looks gorgeous, and everything about it is just everything I love about Mario Kart. So really happy that we're actually getting new Mario Kart 8 DLC, which is really cool, and I'm really happy about that. I just realized we sort of get Mario Kart stuff every 5 years, technically, in a sense. So that's really cool. But yeah, no, and then you have, what's another sub-series? Mario Party. Oh my god, dude. Mario Party, what a franchise. Like, in terms of, I think I've played like every single one of them, but I feel like my memories of Mario Party really started really with 3 and 4. So I played a lot of 3, but 4 through 7, which are the GameCube ones, is really when, like, you know I'm a little older, you know, at that point I'm like, what, 7, 8 years old by the time, you know, Mario Party is in its GameCube run, and just playing that with, I used to play that with CPUs too, which is really fun, but I used to play so much with friends. And I remember, like, that game was like the epitome of just like joy and fun and like pain, obviously, because you get so much pain, which is why I've loved and hated the recent streams where we've played the old Mario Party games on totally my native hardware, and just going back and experiencing that and feels so good. And then you play something like Mario Party Superstars, which takes us back even more to the nostalgia. I don't know, like Mario Party, it's such a franchise that is like, here's the thing, right? We joke about how it really destroys friendships, but there's genuinely times where I've gotten mad at people playing Mario Party, because there's sometimes where it is really evil. Like, Nintendo has this, it's crazy how Nintendo has this whole aura of like, oh, we make the family-friendly games, and they genuinely make games that make people, some of the most toxic people out there. Like, you think of Smash Bros, you think of Mario Party, you think of Mario Kart, like and the Mario sports games in general. Like, these things really make people toxic as well, which, you know, it's fair and understandable, and I respect that. And then obviously you have the sports spin-off. I mean, the sports spin-off also have a place in my heart. I played all of those. You know, I've played Mario Strikers to the death. You know, I just played that game all my life, you know, whether it was the GameCube one or the Wii one out there. And then I used to play Mario Hoops 3-on-3. I love the tennis games, Aces especially, I really loved recently. And obviously, I mean, we haven't even talked about the mainline Mario. We talk about 64, but mainline Mario 2 is just, it's an own, every time a 3D Mario game comes out, it's like an event. It really is, because it's like, it really is like that premium rare experience that you get. You know, obviously, you know, nowadays Sunshine very looked, you know, iffy, but back then Sunshine was the fucking shit, dude. I remember just like how mind-blowing it was, you know, to have FLUDD in that control style and going around the environment and finding the secret levels and all that stuff. Like, Mario Sunshine was such a pivotal experience in my childhood. And then you get to Galaxy. I mean, holy shit, Galaxy changed the game. I remember, I feel like Galaxy was one of the, I want to say one of the first times like I felt what a mind-blowing game was like, because it's just the way that game looked, the mechanics, the orchestrated music, all the different types of levels, the everything about Galaxy was just such a special experience. Then you got to Galaxy 2 and I was like, it's over, bro. Galaxy 2 somehow being better than 1 was just the best thing ever. It was just insane how they were able to actually top that feeling for me. I know some people like Galaxy 1 more than 2, but I think 2 is just infinitely better, to be honest with you. I just think some of the levels, they go crazy, and all of that. And then you have the 3D Land, 3D World series, which were a series, you know, that I think I look back, you know, I really love those games. I still think that they are lacking, you know, that sort of like big adventure, you know, which is sort of what Bowser's Fury gave us in 3D World Deluxe. But listen, 3D Land, 3D World, I really respect. Again, as someone who really loves Mario, I love those games as just solid platformers, right? But they are not exactly what I look for in a Mario. I like the areas that are a little more open and all that stuff. And even though Galaxy is linear, it felt like you had a reason to go back to the levels because, you know, levels had different missions in them. Whereas in 3D Land, 3D World, you finish a level, you get your 3 stars, and then you bounce, which is awesome in terms of level like differences. You get a lot of different wide variety of levels. And we had the multiplayer in 3D World, which is very special to me because I'll never forget again streaming 3D World Deluxe or whatever it was with all of you, and that was just a blast. And just what, like, you guys watching that and all that was just peak fiction. I really love that memory. And of course Odyssey, I mean Odyssey, oh my god, I wish I was making content during Odyssey time, because I remember the pre-marketing hype. I was like crying, losing my mind. And then I played that game and I lost it, man. Just the cappy mechanic, you know, the feel-good music, going back to the sort of exploration style of the world, and never being booted out of a world, you know, just being able to be in an area. And I know, again, over time now people have like chilled on it. Be like, I think people's biggest criticism with Odyssey nowadays is the fluff, which is sort of like, you get a moon behind a rock, you get a moon by stomping ground, which, yeah, I agree that sort of hits on the second, third playthrough, where you're just like, okay, like, I don't need to get every moon on these next playthroughs. I feel like that was good for the first one, but it's still just a blast. But I mean, the platforming feels like, it just feels perfect, bro. And just like all the stuff you could do with your movement style and all the things you can capture, it's essentially a way, the capture mechanic is essentially a glorified power-up mechanic where you just have power-up mechanics everywhere. And I just thought it was really genius, and everything about the game very special to me. And of course, we have been talking about 2D Mario. That's what I'm saying with Mario. It's just, there's so many different aspects of the series to really love, and that's why I love it so much, and it means so much to me. I mean, like the 2D Mario games, like I used to play, it's funny because my experience with the original what's it called, 2D Mario games were actually on GBA, because I remember GBA ported actually the Mario Bros games. So I played a lot of the original 3 Mario games in the world on my Game Boy Advance. A lot of people mostly did around like my age, more that are like in their 20s. That was a lot of the places they played those original games. So playing those felt really cool back in the day, and I fell in love with those. I was addicted to Mario World. I was addicted to Mario 3, especially, and to me they looked like the way they did, because if you guys remember, the Game Boy Advance versions look like the I think, what is it, it's the All-Stars version that they look like, and it's just, those games of course are really special to me. And then long break, but then we get Mario Bros DS. New Super Mario Bros DS was a fucking crazy game to me. Like the Mega Mushroom was always the coolest thing, going back to, you know, having the worlds and all that stuff. And then of course the New Super Mario Bros series continued on, which, you know, for better or worse for people, I think Mario Bros Wii was still like a pivotal experience. Like I think that like 2D Mario shifting to console and having multiplayer, to me, will always be so good. The 4-player multiplayer is iconic for that game. The red box art you get with Mario Bros Wii is incredible. All the marketing for that game was insane. I just think that Mario Bros Wii of the New Super Mario Bros games really hit different, because then you get Mario Bros U and Mario Bros 2, New Super Mario Bros 2, which are both games that are still really fun, but they start to feel like, okay, we don't need to do this anymore. But they were still fun for what they were. And of course, you got the Mario Maker series, which to me was a dream come true and a mind-blowing experience, because like I was like, oh my god, people are gonna make incredible levels. Now granted, the problem is it's really hard to find those levels because they are buried in a lot of, you know, here's the levels where you die in one hit, here's these song levels and all this stuff. But if you look deep enough, you know, online, and you look at some of like the YouTube videos and all that, you can find some of the craziest levels you'll ever play in a Mario game. And there's a lot of creativity to be had between Mario Maker 1 and Mario Maker 2. And I think that was, I felt like it was bold of Nintendo to do that, because you know, you'd think like Nintendo, I always thought Nintendo, they were like the very like no one touch our things. We're gonna make it the best thing possible. You know, we're gonna make this IP as insane. But they're like, you know what, Mario Maker, make your shitty level, make this whatever. You know, we might as well capitalize on the fact that people like to make Mario fan games and stuff. So I was really happy that Nintendo even let something like Mario Maker exist, and that means the world to me, bro. And it's just, again, with Mario, like I said, we can ramble forever, and we haven't even talked about like the characters too. Like I love Mario in general. I feel, you know, it's funny, this is like just like a personal thing, you know, people always make fun of you, sir, because I'm always like, I love Mario's one of my favorite games. I'm like, why? He's so bland. Like, to me, it's not that he's bland. To me, he is like the funny, yeah, like yahoo guy, and like all the memes of him, and just like the funny voice lines, and he's got like that stupid smile, you know, when he wins a mini game or he gets a star or whatever. Like, I don't know, to me Mario does have a personality, you know, and it's just, to me, it's just like he is the chill dude, you know. He's always gonna be there. He's hosting the parties, he's hosting the kart races, he's hosting everything. I will always really cherish him, very near and dear to Mario, and I love Mario so much. And again, to me, what I love about the series too is that I'll always be able to expect, you know, I don't have to, like, you know, with Sonic, as much as I love it, I don't have to worry that the next game, is it gonna be good, is it gonna be bad, you know. I know it's gonna be a banger, you know. And the spin-offs, I can know which ones I love, which ones I don't necessarily care about. But with Mario, I feel like I care about, I don't think there's a Mario spin-off that I don't care about in some way or another, except maybe if you talk about like the old educational Mario's typing or whatever. But in modern day, like, I feel like I play everything that just has Mario in the title. I'm too deep in the rabbit hole, and it's just like I said, whether it's Mario, whether it's Luigi. I mean, shout out to the homie Luigi. I know I bag on him a lot, but he is the homie, you know what I mean? Whether it's the Kart cast, whether, you know, it's Peach and Daisy and Donkey Kong and everybody in the Mario family, just it's a very special place in my heart for this cast of characters, and I'm really happy this franchise exists, and I'm so happy that it really is insane how consistent the Mario games are, whether it's spin-off or mainline games, just in terms of the quality throughout it. And that will always mean the world to me, and to be such a special thing that is, I think it is very specific to Mario. And I always talk about how, like, the biggest thing a lot of companies can't do and they struggle with is being able to be flexible with their IPs. You know, you think of, I've always said, like, the problem with like someone like PlayStation, right? Their biggest IP is like God of War and Uncharted, right? And the difference is with God of War, they can't make like God of War Party, they can't make God of War Kart, they can't make God of War, you know, RPG, you know, with what's called with Nathan Drake or whatever. Like, they have to mainly stay focused because, you know, they're a very serious, more story driven thing. Whereas with Mario, because it's so silly and weird, you could just do a million things. You could have a Mario fighting game, you could have a Mario what's called shooter, you could have a Mario what's called RPG, kart racer, sport. They can do anything, and it'll be crazy. So yeah, guys, that's sort of my love letter to Mario. It's always a franchise that'll always mean everything to me, and I love it so much. So guys, thank you all for watching. Let me know what you guys think of Mario. What's your favorite Mario games? Give me some favorite Mario memories you have. Talk to me in the comments below, and of course, I'll see you all next time. Happy Mario Day. Thank you for existing, and I love you all. Goodbye. Peace out.